These niggas love freak. Is that your man? If he right here with me, turned up with my niggas, turned up with my bitches, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I got that bleak. 60,000 fans came to see me do my dance. Got a million and one haters, and they y'all can kiss my ass. Turned up with my niggas, turned up with my bitches, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I'm right here with me. If a head, yeah, fuck up with my twin, got a bag full of sock and a bag full of beans. Put a pipe and bitches see me and they fucked up with some bikers, short, I'm showing off my muscles. I'm feeling good today. I'm outside with your pay. Got a brown skin nigga with dread. And a black ass nigga with white. He gon' drop that neck. He love the way I said. Let me a bitch's breath. So damn it red. Pussy fresh. He's shirt out wet. So with my niggas. Turned up with my bitches, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I got that beat. 60,000 fans came singing, doing my dance. Got a million and one haters, and then y'all can kiss my ass. It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my ass. These niggas love free. Fuck is that your man? If he right here with me, Friday night, hot as hell, and you know the hoes out. Man and petty, fresh set, and I got my toes out. I'm rocking off white. Hey, on the off night. These bitches treat me pretty, and they y'all can fight. Yeah, fuck you mean? 40 inches, 613. I'm looking fine as hell. I'm trying to be seen. I'm finna wreck the scene. I'm up to 17. Turned up with my nigga new. Watch me do my. Turned up with my niggas. Turned up with my bitches. Turned up in my shows, yeah. Cause I got that bleak. 60,000 fans came to see me do my dance. Got a million and one haters, and they y'all can kiss my ass. It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my ass. These niggas love me. Go really. Go Jesus. It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my ass. These niggas love free. Fuck is that your man? If he right here with me, turned up with my niggas, turned up with my bitches, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I got that bleak. 60,000 fans came to see me do my dance. Got a million and one haters, and they y'all can kiss my ass. Turned up with my niggas, turned up with my bitches, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I'm right here with me. For him, yeah, fuck up with my twin. Got a bag full of sock and a bag full of beans. All that Twitter typing, bitches see me and ain't do nothing. Fucked up with some bikers, shorts, I'm showing off my muscles. I'm feeling good today. I'm outside with your pay. Got a brown skin nigga with dread, and a black ass nigga with white. He gon' drop that neck. He love the way I said. Let me a bitch's breath. So damn it red. Pussy fresh. He's shirt out wet. You want smoke? Say what? Oh, get that off your chest. Turned up with my niggas. Turned up with my bitches. Turned up in my shows, yeah. Cause I got that bleak. 60,000 fans came to see me do my dance. Got a million and one haters, and then y'all can kiss my ass. It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my ass. These niggas love free. Fuck is that your man? If he right here with me, Friday night, hot as hell, and you know the hoes out. Man and petty, fresh set, and I got my toes out. I'm rocking off white. Hey, on the off night. These bitches treat me pretty, and they y'all can fight. Yeah, fuck you mean? 40 inches, 613. I'm looking fine as hell. I'm trying to be seen. I'm finna wreck the scene. I'm up to 17. Turned up with my nigga new. Watch me do my. Turned up with my niggas. Turned up with my bitches. Turned up in my shows, yeah. Cause I got that bleak. 60,000 fans came to see me do my dance. Got a million and one haters, and they y'all can kiss my ass. It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my ass. These niggas love free. Fuck is that your man? If he right here with me.
everybody, everybody. I know a lot of my subscribers like, where the fuck is Miss Brown at? She her. You know what I mean? But listen, I got a life outside of YouTube, y'all. I do. I got a life outside of YouTube. If y'all been following me and listening to what I was saying, I'm gonna be in and out. I'm gonna be in and out and stuff. But I gotta come in once in a while to thank my subscribers, to thank my members, even though, bitch probably ain't got a lot of members left, but that's all right though, I still love y'all. And before we get started, I want to thank my advisor kings, advisor queens, advisor honeys, and my advisor princesses. Thank you guys. Also, share my damn video, share my video. I don't know what's been going on these YouTube streets because your girl been kind of missing in action a little bit. You already know how it goes. You already know how it goes. But I'm still gonna come in, from time to time and stuff like that, and just check on you guys and all of that stuff. And I really hope you guys are still riding with the Visor gang. It's just that right now a lot of things is going on in my life, so I just gotta kind of I'm just trying to get in where I fit in on these YouTube streets because everybody got these new channels going on and shit, so there really ain't no room. It ain't really no room for a lot of us, little wigs, you know what I mean? So I just try to come in and get in where I fit in and everything, you know what I mean? So but I still want to thank everybody, for just hanging in there. And also, the people that that's new here, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle, tell your brothers, tell your sister. You know what I mean? Just come over and hang out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because y'all already know I'm in here for a teaspoon. But if my guests, if they want to rock it out, then we go longer. You know what I mean? We go longer or whatever. It's totally up to them, and it's also the vibe of the show. You know what I mean? So let's see who's in the house tonight. Probably not many. I can imagine. Oh, thank you, Mr. Snowden. I appreciate that. I'm going to drop the link, and I also want to tell y'all. I want to tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all that your girl has became a cat lover. You know what I mean? I have a cat now. Her name is Princess. She won't be coming up on here probably. Maybe next week I might have her. If I come up, I may have her. But I'm telling you, she's a handful. Her story is, I got her from the shelter. She's only a year and 4 days old, and she's been through a lot. She had babies. Actually, she had 5 babies at a very young age. I don't know what happened with that, but anyways, they ended up taking her babies, and so I felt she had a story and she needed a loving home and stuff. So I went on ahead and I adopted her, and her name is Princess. And believe me, she's every bit a princess too. I don't know how. I mean, I should put her on TikTok because the things that she do around this house, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I mean, it's like the toilet seat is up, and she could climb up on something and put the toilet seat down and sit on it like it's a throne, like it's her shit. You know what I mean? But hey, that's Princess. But hopefully, I'll try to have her on maybe next week or whatever. I don't know. It all depends if she's good, because she's busy. I mean, it seemed like, at that age, if there's any cat lovers out there, I'm telling you, it's like they don't sleep at all. They wanna play. I need my motherfucking rest. Shit, I tell her ass, you lay your ass, sexy ass down somewhere, girl. It's time to go to sleep. it is time to go to sleep. We ain't planning to get some damn sleep. But anyways, she's sweet and everything, you know. So if there's some cat lovers out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Love your animals. Love your animals. Don't mistreat them. Mm. And, you know, just show them love and stuff like that, because they're in that shelter for a reason. You know, they're in that shelter. Either they, you know, their previous owners didn't treat them right, or, you know, didn't look after them right. And they're just looking for a loving home. So, you know, if you're a cat lover, a dog lover, a puppy lover, or whatever lover and stuff, you love animals, you know, go to the shelter, adopt a pet. I'm telling you, you know, they take the place of a man. For some women that's out here that know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Because you could talk to the pet, you know, you could talk to your cat, you could pet your cat will lick your face, they'll love you, you know what I mean? And you don't have to worry about a motherfucker going out and cheating on you either. Y'all ladies know what I'm talking about, the cats, you know what I mean? What's going on? Now, who's Pastor Nine? How are you doing, Pastor Nine? You wait a minute. Who? Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. What it do, Miss Brown? Pastor Nine. You've been here before. Oh, it's Mac. Oh God. Wait a minute. Why are you calling yourself a pastor? You done turned pastor on this girl. Not living in these goddamn YouTube streets. I know you ain't no damn pastor. Girl, when you become a pastor, you got let me drop this damn link. Let me drop this link, y'all. Hold on. Mac Ash. Is one man band still running around here? Because I know I saw him a couple of weeks ago in somebody's damn chat. I forgot who chat it was. What's going on down these damn YouTube strides? Hey, Justice, how are you? Okay, I dropped the link so y'all can come up. Let me know what's going on with y'all channel, because, you know, your girl ain't been here in a while. Oh my God. What? Oh God. Justice, I don't know who the hell you talking about. Why are you saying some shit like that? You crazy. Y'all just telling me the past year I've been working. Oh, okay. All right. That's good. That's real good. Okay. Justice, you got jokes, man. Anyways, so I didn't even know you was a pastor. I didn't even know you was a pastor, Mac Ash. But that's good. So do you hold anything like far as your channel? Do you hold any like Sunday like morning services like Coolin used to do? I don't even know if Coolin is she still doing that? I don't even know. Is Coolin still Coolin still holding those services and shit like she used to on Sunday? She's still holding those services on Sunday? What did you say? You said just saying hi. You remember? Okay. Oh, well, we all did. Oh, Cooling back in jail? What's she in jail for, girl? She stay in jail. What's she in jail for? Why is she in jail? They say she in jail. What she do? Cooling ass is just too damn old to be out here fucking around like this. She need to settle her ass down somewhere. You know what I mean? She need to stop doing that shit. You know, she really do. She need to stop it. She too damn old to be out here wilding like this in these damn streets and shit. Oh, because of the mink situation. Man, that was a long time ago. Didn't they squash that shit? They didn't squash that shit. Oh, because of the mink situation. Oh God. Well, you know what? Listen, it was a fight. I don't know who won, but Cooley showed up at her shit. Maybe she shouldn't have did that, whatever. I don't know, but hey, it was all entertainment, and she knew it was entertainment. Meek knew it was entertainment too. She knew it was entertainment too. You know what I mean? And she wanted it, so she got what she was looking for. She wanted the beef, the drama, the bologna, the turkey, and she got what she was looking for. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure she got a lot of shit. She got a lot of views and she got a lot of subscribers off of cooling shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure half of cooling subscribers are now her subscribers because they went and they subscribed to her ass. Oh, okay. Oh, why? Why did Coolin call her son school? For what? Why? Damn, that's fucked up. And here's the thing, Mac Ash. I've always said that, people need to keep it strictly YouTube. You know what I mean? Don't drag no personal shit in there. If you having fun on YouTube, have fun on YouTube. Never bring your personal life inside of YouTube. You know what I mean? She had no business calling anybody's school about her children or whatever like that, because that didn't have nothing to do with YouTube. It didn't. But we understand that YouTube now is shit. So bitches will do anything to get brownie points, views, cash apps, super chats, all that. They don't care. They don't. This is a money-making thing now. That's it. So many people have made so much money on YouTube and never even held something to give back to either their subscribers or their members or nothing. You know what I mean? They don't. They just care about numbers. You know what I mean? That's it. Okay. Oh. So Mink recorded it. Coolin missed her court date and they locked her up. Wow. So she missed her court date, and Mink made it her business to go ahead and expose her of missing. Damn, Mink, you real nasty, girl. You was real nasty. I never thought. I know she lost a lot of her subscribers because she switched channels and shit. That bitch was strictly about makeup back in the days. If y'all ever go to her channel where she used to do tutorials about lashes and makeup and this and that, she don't even do that shit no more. It's a lot of motherfuckers like that. You know what I mean? They started their channel out one way and then they just got in these YouTube streets, came over here to this Mo 3 sector, the pork and bean sector, the food stamp sector, the fuck you sector, the this and that sector, and just changed. Changed. So, okay, you said, okay, Coolin called her son's school. Oh, God. Okay. So Coolin called her son's school. So Mink got mad and said, oh, bitch, okay, this is how you want to play it. Okay, we doing this. And then that's probably when, okay. But still, okay. It's still, they should have just still took that shit strictly YouTube. But damn. But those are storylines, and that's what they want. That's what they want. People want that and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I could see, actually, now I could see why people stay hidden. Stay hidden, not even show their profile, not even do, just come up, support, and show their avatar, but never show what they actually look like, because it's just too much bullshit going on. Oh, okay, it's a violation. That's stalking. Okay. Yeah, Cooling don't even need to be up in that. I remember when Cooling first started her channel, Cooling was never the way she is now. She wasn't. Cooling used to do, well, she used to try to follow after Polar along with Room Shaker, but that didn't work out. And Mahia, they call themselves trying to do the news and all that shit. But we already know nobody can do that news shit like Polar. But they did try. They did try. And, Cooling was doing some other shit at one time, But yeah. But then, she went left, and that was it. You said Cooling called the FBI. Why she called the FBI on you, girl? Why she called the FBI on you? Cooling is a damn trip. She called people. Oh my God. How long she got in jail, girl? How long she got in jail, girl? How long she got in jail? Wow. How long she got in jail? She do drugs. Oh yeah, we all knew that. We all knew she did drugs back in the day. My gosh, you remember? Yep. You said get drunk on live. They don't know how long they just. Oh, okay. So they don't know. Okay, so they just said this recently. Oh, okay. Wow. I tell you, when I come up on YouTube, it seems like it's always something. It's always something. You know what I mean? And it's messed up that the OG, like Cooling, because y'all already know she's an OG. She's always into something. She's never settled down, nothing. You know what I mean? She never did. That's a shame. But so now she's in jail for not showing up at her court date. Mink called in on her ass, and now Cooling called her son's school. But why did Cooling call her son's school? What did she say? And when she called the FBI on you, what did she say? And why? You didn't do anything. You ain't do nothing to her. What, she's like, is she an informant or something? Because you got to remember, it's a lot of snitches on YouTube too. I always say, if you calling the police on somebody, you calling child protective on somebody, you ain't nothing but a big ass snitch. You are. You're a snitch. I mean, let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? Hey, Dragon, how are you? Look at Dragon ass. It's Dragon time. Hey, I dropped the link, Dragon, so you can come up and say hi to your girl. You can come up and say hi. How you doing? Oh, okay. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you. So I should start calling you pastor. So that's what you want to be called. I'm going to honor that and call you pastor. Okay? Just don't forget to hit my like button, and also please subscribe to my channel if you didn't, please, because I need all the help I can get, pastor. Okay? So pray, you're a pastor and all that. Just pray that I make it to 2K real soon. Oh, because bitch been struggling. Bitch been struggling. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Um. Oh, okay, okay. I'm okay. That's good. But do you still have your channel? Do you still have your channel, Pastor? Do you still have your channel? And if you do, let me know. Let me know when you okay. Oh, where Envy at now? Told you. Oh, Envy. Oh, I don't know. Envy came up on here. Envy came up on here what, a few weeks ago and shit. Call herself trying to pick at Tory, and all of this stuff. I told Tory to hold his own and shit. And then, I had to kick Envy ass out because he was acting kind of crazy on me a little bit. Then I let his dog ass back up. And then he started again, so I had to kick his ass off. You know how Envy is. Envy like one of them class clowns, motherfuckers that want attention and shit. So, yeah, sometimes, yeah. He flew out of here a couple of times without a fucking cape. But then I let his dog ass back in and he did it again. Mm-hmm. So... anyway, but it's all good. He might stop back over tonight. I don't know, but I'm here, and I'm hanging out with y'all and stuff, and I want to say again, thank you guys, thank y'all. Thank who's ever looking from the basement, the bushes, the whatever. Thank you, thank you, thank ya. Thank you, thank you, thank ya. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cause me, I like variety of my channel. And I know if y'all know me, I'm always gonna be kind of like doing shit with my channel. You know what I mean? Being it funny, being in music, being a short, being this, being a freestyle, whatever, I want people to go back and look at my shit and be like, Miss Brown, she crazy as hell, but she has a variety of shit. So I'm just gonna sit back and I'm just gonna listen to all her music, all her craziness or whatever and stuff like that, But one thing you're gonna always say about Miss Brown is that she got some talent and she's very talented in whatever I do. You know what I mean? And y'all already know, like I said, I design stuff like this hat I got on tonight. I designed that. I designed my hats and stuff. I design, so yeah. And I'm a designer, I love to I love to create and stuff like that, but one day I might flip the script, because I know I did it before when I put together some stuff and I showed y'all certain things about create at home. So I might try to start that back up again, because y'all already know I did that, taking it to the streets, but that was that karaoke one that one time and stuff. So y'all just be on the lookout for more of that taking it to the streets, because the weather's nice now, and I'm just going to be kind of getting out, and I'm going to start, taking it to the streets, you know what I mean? But I don't know if anybody been watching the news about what was going on in my city, about that 5-year-old that fell in the water here on the bridge downtown area, and they never found him. Never found him. So I can imagine, what the mom is going through. But I'm gonna tell y'all. I don't care what y'all think, but mothers, listen and listen up good. For them, and I've seen that. I've seen mothers, walking their kids and have another kid in a stroller, and they're trying to control the other kid, but the kid is running just roughhousing and stuff like that, and not even paying attention. Listen, parents, young kids and stuff, you know what? Listen to what I'm saying. All right. You're gonna have to get one of those damn bungee cord things, and I know that some don't want to hear it, but hey, it can save your child's life. When you are walking your child and you out and you got another baby in a stroller, get a damn one of those damn cord things, like a bungee cord thing, and attach it to your child and attach it to whatever. That way, even though I know it may sound crazy and everything, but it could save your child's life. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Because I believe had that mom had one of them cords that attached her 5-year-old to the stroller, or even to her, he wouldn't have gotten away. He wouldn't have gotten away, because you got to remember, 5-year-olds, 2-year-olds, they're busy. And I can understand that, when you're a young mom, because she was only in her 20s. And she had a baby in a carriage, and then she had a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? And maybe she got a little distracted. Because maybe she was on a cell phone. She might have been talking, going over the bridge. And the little boy, decided to run, because I've seen that. I've seen how some of these young little boys will run ahead of their mother. And the mama, if she's on the phone, say if she's arguing with her boyfriend or doing something, she's not really paying attention. And then all of a sudden, she's like, come back here. And it's too late. So I'm telling y'all, young kids, invest in one of those cords. I know that we used to pick fun at the white people, because those Caucasian people used to do it. They used to attach them cords to their kids, to themselves. And we used to like, oh, wait a minute. They look like monkeys. They look like, caged pets. No, you're going to have to start doing that, because that's just the way it is now. You know what I mean? But the people that live in my city, they know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's what we're facing now. They never found that little boy. He fell in the damn river damn near 2 weeks ago. And they ain't found him yet. No shoe, no flip-flop, no nothing, no shirt, no nothing. It's like he just, I don't know, he just disappeared in the thin air or something. I don't know. And that's weird. And you got all them damn scuba divers. You got all them fucking scuba divers. And they drain some of the damn water and shit like that, but they still can't find them. They can't find them and shit. So that's crazy. I think that was the first 5-year-old that we've had that actually, you know what I mean? I mean, we've had people, in my city, we had people, jump off the bridge and all of that stuff like that. We've had that, but it was always the adults. It was never a 5-year-old, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Those 5-year-olds and 2-year-olds, they're busy. They like to climb, they like to climb and shit. You know what I mean? And that could also also come from some of that media shit that they see on TV, like Superman, Batman, and all that stuff. You get up on some of the kids, be like, oh, look at me, I could fly, and this and that. The next thing you know, shit happens, and they go over. They go over. You know what I mean? They go over the freaking bridge. 50 feet, 50 feet. He fell 50 feet, and he was only 5 years old. 5 years old, and he fell 50 feet. You know what I mean? The mama, we heard that the mama tried to track. The mama tried to track him when he fell in the water. What happened was the mama had called herself when her baby fell in. She was running on the side of the water to try to, she couldn't go in. She couldn't go in, but she was trying to call out to him, but it was just too much. And then she was trying to climb over stuff. But what happened was we got construction going on downtown. So now that because we have construction going on downtown, the construction had a gate around it, and she couldn't go no further. So the only way she could just look at her son, and they said that he had his hands waving. He had his hands in the air, like fighting, trying to fight for his life. But mama lost sight of him. So yeah. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Please, y'all youngsters, please invest in one of those little bungee cords and attach that shit to your 5-year-old and to you or to the stroller or whatever. So you know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? That's what if that's what it's going to take, then that's what it's going to take. You know what I mean? And we don't need the media. We don't need the media coming down on the mom, because y'all already know. Y'all already know here in my city, they ate the mama up. Oh, she's an unfit mom. She should have been doing this. She should have been doing that. No. I think she did the right thing. I just think that, it was an accident. The little boy just got away, and she just didn't realize that things could happen. But I'm pretty sure now, because what's going to happen in my city, if I'm not mistaken, because of this, I believe they're gonna put more gate around the fence. I mean, they're gonna put a fence around the bridge, because right now when you walk in my city, if you walk across the bridge, all you're gonna see is a small little railing. Anybody can climb up on there and fall or slip or whatever. But I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna build a whole gate around it, so you would have to actually climb all the way up and then go over. So yeah, let's hope that our mayor here in my city will have something in place, so this tragedy can won't ever happen again. But like I said, for these young girls that be having these babies, they just having too many damn babies, or they're just not understanding that, hey, when you have a kid, you have to make sure that, I understand you have a baby in a carriage, but you also have a busy 2-year-old, and you also have a busy 5-year-old. You know what I mean? A 13, 14-year-old, that would have never happened. That would have never happened, because they would know. But a 5-year-old, y'all just think, when you see a 5-year-old, when you see a 5-year-old, just remember what I said. When you see a 5-year-old, just remember about that little boy that fell in our city in the water close to 2 weeks ago, and they never even found him. Never even found him. He could be in Charlotte. He could be in Charlotte Beach by now. He could float from downtown water all the way through Charlotte. He could be out towards Hamilton. You know, we got a lot of water around. You know what I mean? So anyway, but yeah, so I did drop the link. So, you know, if anybody want to come in and hang out with your girl and everything, you know, I know it's probably some different live streams going on tonight, you know, especially I know especially because you know, Coolin's in jail now. God damn. So she's in jail. You know, we've seen a lot of people, we've heard a lot of people, you know, that's been in jail in these damn YouTube streets, you know, from Wicked, from Coolin, the Big Baby, who else? Oh damn. It's been quite a few people. It's been quite a few people, you know what I mean? And y'all would not even have known that they were in jail unless they didn't tell y'all. You know, if you went to jail, and you were secretly about it, then you handle your shit. But if you want people to know that you in jail, come up on YouTube. That shit will spread. That shit will spread. You in jail. What? That's a story. That's a storyline right there. Oh, I'm about to get my channel popping. Uh-huh. Yep. Y'all remember when Donna was in jail? Mm-hmm. Y'all remember when Donna was in jail? He let everybody know he was in jail. I don't know if Eve was ever in jail, but whatever. That's a storyline for ya. Now Coolin got a storyline. Now Mink got a storyline because the only thing she got to do is just go live and say, yeah, I put that bitch in jail. Yeah, I put that dog bitch in jail. You did? Yep. I put her ass right in jail. Well, what she do? Okay, this what happened. Mm-hmm. y'all been giving Swampland for a long time, and believe me, you already know Swampland, if it's good enough, somebody gonna buy it. And most of these motherfuckers up on YouTube is lonely as a bitch, and they want that shit, so they gonna buy it. That's it. They gonna buy it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of them ain't got really they ain't really got no life and shit. They don't. They ain't really got no life. Some of these content creators, they ain't got no fucking life either. They don't. Their life is YouTube. Their life is YouTube and shit. You can tell. You can tell. You can tell motherfuckers that don't have no goddamn life. I bet you believe Mother's Day, a lot of them was probably up here doing Mother's Day shit. Why ain't you doing Mother's Day with your kids? Why ain't you doing Mother's Day with your man? Why ain't you? Let me take that back because a lot of motherfuckers up here ain't got no man. They ain't got no man. They ain't got no boyfriend. They ain't got no side piece. They ain't got shit. That's why they up here. And a lot of these dudes, they ain't got no damn woman. Mm-mm. They ain't got no damn woman. That what they got, they just know how to beg. That's it. There's a lot of begging motherfuckers up on YouTube. Yes, it is. They'll beg and shit. And it's crazy how they be begging and shit. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how they be begging. Be like, hit my cash app. Hit my cash app. And those are the same motherfuckers that you support them. You support them and you hit their cash apps. You hit their super chats. You hit their super dicks. You hit their super this. You hit their super that. As soon as they get big and shit like that, and they hold a big audience and shit, and somebody like, listen, I don't like that bitch. Get that bitch up out of her. I got $50. Click, you're gone. That's it. What's going on, Mr. Snowden?
Ain't nothing going on. How you doing, Miss Brown?
Uh-oh.
I see you
Wait,
talking
hold
about.
up.
I hear you.
Why is my volume down? Hold up.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
Where?
My volume is for some reason. Damn. Oh shit. Can you hear me? Don't tell me I went through the whole goddamn show. Y'all ain't even hear me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no. I think my volume was down. I'm sitting here talking and shit. People probably like, she ain't even on. Damn. And I
No, you
just
was
went
on.
back
You
and I
got
just, oh, you did hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I don't understand why when I went back and I checked and shit, I went back and I checked. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me put that. Okay, yeah. So I was just kind of talking. I was just talking about, about the 5-year-old that even though it's been close to 2 weeks in my city, they still haven't even, I mean, they ain't found no shoe, no flip-flop, no shirt,
Well,
no nothing.
thing is, they think he's stuck on the falls. They think he's stuck under the falls, and until they get the water down, they think he's stuck under the falls. That's why they can't get to the body. So
You think he's stuck under the falls?
that's that's the determination they're having now. They don't check everything else, and they said that as the trail that went, it's like once he went over the falls, he went under. He went under the falls, so he's stuck under that falls. They think his body's stuck under the falls. So until they can get their water shut down, they won't be able to, because they can't rapidly go up in there and see because of how the falls go.
So how are they gonna shut the okay. So how are
Don't
they
know
gonna
what they're
shut
gonna
it?
do. I have no idea what they're gonna end up doing, but they know they got to do something. So that's
How the hell can they shut the falls off though?
just shutting the water off. They got to close the canal off and stop the water. That's the only way they're gonna be able to do it. You know where the falls is right there. So once he came off the
But in my
bridge,
city we
his
got
next
like,
termination was the falls.
right, but in my city
No,
we got like 3 waterfalls.
when he came off the bridge, the first falls he went over, that's where they determining that that's where they think he's stuck at.
Okay.
All it is just pray out for the family and all the that's an accident. Things happen. At the end of the day, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just love your kids while they're here. Anything can happen. Plain and simple. Anything can happen.
Do you
I feel
think
bad
parents
for the
need
mother.
to start? Do you think some of the young kids, young girls that have these 5-year-olds need to start investing in one of those core things that connect to you know what I'm talking
Around
about,
their
that
body.
connect to them?
Around Yeah, the straps.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
strap.
if it comes to, I mean, I'm not. I mean, that's an option for them. But at the end of the day, most kids, all you got to do is, hold their hand. Like I'm saying, he got away
Yeah,
from
but
her. All
you
that.
can't hold
I
his
got.
hand. You cannot
I
hold a
understand that.
5-year-old
I
hand
understand it.
because the 5-year-old is way too busy.
Yeah,
They're gonna
That's
be
what I'm
way
saying.
too busy.
But most people will say you put a leash around your child that it's always gonna be something about whatever you do with your child. So it's always gonna be a description.
Yeah, but if
So
you're saving your child's life, if you saving your child's life, young parents need to think about investing in something like that, especially if you got a young mom and she got a baby in a stroller She got a 5-year on one one, you
No,
know, on
yeah,
one
you're
side,
right.
and she may have a 3-year-old on the other.
No, yeah, you're right. I respect that. Yeah, I mean they got to take into pride, but you got to understand how everything advances, and people feel like they dishing, you know, it's like
Well,
they
the
making themselves look.
Caucasians are the ones that started that shit, though. The
But what I'm
Caucasians are
saying
the
is,
ones that they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. Maybe some of these young girls need to start investing in some of them straps to for their children, especially if they're going to be out in public in high traffic areas.
yeah, I understand that.
That's all I'm saying. Especially if they're going to be like in the heart of downtown, walking over bridges, walking here, walking there, and you know that your child is busy, and you know he's going to cut away and he's going to start doing other stuff. Yeah, you might call after him and all of that stuff, but a lot of these young girls, you got to remember, see, a lot of these young girls, they get distracted. Because if they be on the phone, they could be on their cell phone and pushing a stroller with a baby in it. And then the 5-year-old, if he's used to kind of running, he's used to running around, he's gonna be busy. He's gonna be exploring other stuff. And the mama probably gonna be like too busy on the phone talking, and then things happen. But if she
But I
invests in
mean,
one of
I
them
don't want to.
stores,
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying, Ms. Brown. But at the end of the day, that was a crazy accident. Real talk.
I
I mean,
know.
you would never think nothing. And I'm just saying it like that because, truthfully, I'm being honest with you, I feel bad for the mother and the father and the family. I really feel bad for the mother because that's a hard shit to take. And if people going at her and doing the wrong, that's wrong because accidents do happen. And it was an
Yeah,
accident.
people.
One thing everybody
I
got to
heard
understand,
people really
it
going
was an
after her, calling
accident.
her an infant mother,
Yeah,
telling her she
it
should have
was an
been paying more
accident.
attention to her kid. You know how
It was an
so
accident. Yeah.
eat your ass up.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, what they need to understand, and if she could hear, I feel so bad for you. It was an accident, ma'am. That's all it was. It was an accident. I'm sorry that it happened. You know what I mean? It was an accident. I mean, you can't blame yourself for an accident. It happens. Things happen. But at the end of the day, it happened. I'm so sorry what's going on. And I feel bad for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? That's a terrible tragedy. But one thing I say, you can see how the black community came together and they raised up
Mm-hmm.
and it showed positivity. It shows that you're not by yourself. And that's a grateful thing to see. For real. That's a grateful thing to see in a black community. That's a grateful thing to see. You got back at the end of the day. You got people there for you. At the end of the day, we behind you. And I pray that they find him and everything. I pray that they find him. But that's what they're saying. That's basically what they think he got caught on the falls. But because they've been looking for a long time, and I just said he ain't make it. I don't really think he made it a far. You know what I mean. But at the end of the day, it's a tragedy. That's a sad thing to
Right.
see. I don't judge what you're saying about the strap. I mean, that's real. That's real. They there. That's what you got them for. So if they get away, you can pull them. I mean, you're not trying to hurt your kid. You're trying to keep them. You're trying to keep them safe because they're gonna run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna run. You know what I mean? Her hands were full. I don't know this, but it was an accident. She wanted to go after him. She couldn't get to him. I mean, that's a mother or a father would have did it. I like him. I mean, that's just saying like if it was mine, I would have jumped in. I would have jumped in because at the end of the day, that's my
Yeah,
child.
but you couldn't jump in now. So here's the thing: you can't jump in if you got a baby and the
I
stroke.
understand that. I'm saying I didn't say the mother tried to. I give her mad respect for what she did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Don't. I want to. Don't screw it up like I'm saying something wrong. I'm not. I'm saying I would have did. I would have tried to do the same thing she was doing. You know what I mean? And any by any means necessary, we want to save your child. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? She ran down the side. She tried to follow, and he went under. You know what I mean? So that's what they thinking he did. Once he went to the falls, he went under. They think he's right there. They think he's on the falls. You know what I mean? They can't get to the falls because the water comes over it so high. You know what I mean? So
But that was
I guess they're
supposed to
trying
be
to
two
figure it out.
weeks ago. You mean to tell me they
Yeah,
still
but
can't get to the falls?
I mean, I don't know what the city's doing now, but the last thing that's the last thing I heard. You know what I mean? It's sad. I just hope all I want them to do is have their peace. That's all I want the family to do, has their peace. If they find them, give them their peace, man. Name the bridge after
Mm.
him. Name whatever you want to name over there after him. He deserves that. You know what I mean? They deserve that. That family deserves that. At the end of the day, they deserve that. You can name Andrews, whatever. Name the streets after him. Name the bridge, the streets, whatever. He deserves that. Put a picture up there of him. It's gonna be a plaque up there somewhere soon. I promise you, it's gonna be a plaque up there somewhere. And they deserve that. That family deserves that. I feel so bad for them. I'm sorry for them. They're gonna be in my prayers. You know, accidents happen, and this was a tragedy accident. You know what I mean? This was an accident. This was a
And that's
tragedy
the first,
accident.
and that's the first 5-year-old that we've had jumpers. We've had people fall off the bridge or whatever, commit suicide or whatever. But for a baby, a 5-year-old, we've never had that in my city. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
crazy.
mean, it's something. Hey, it's something that happened. You know, only thing you say. I mean, is he with God now? He with us. He with God.
Oh
But at the end
yeah,
of the
God
day,
him.
you wanna. God got him. God got his hands. So at the end of the day, you just want peace for the family. That's all. They deserve that. They deserve that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's hard. I mean, for it not to even be,
But I heard,
it's
but
not
I
for.
also heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I also heard the mother could sue if she pursued this.
What do you mean?
She could sue
I mean, so what?
because there was no,
Oh,
there
protect the
was
fence. Oh, no,
no
protect the
protective
gate.
fence.
I mean,
If they had a protective fence,
it
they
should have
got a
been if
protective
you.
fence over there on the other. They got a protective fence over there where high traffic is. I believe over there by like Lake Avenue, Driving Park area, but they don't have no protective fences downtown area. And they, even though that's a really high traffic area as well.
I mean, I mean, if it could go that way, it could happen. But I know if it brings attention, I know it brought attention because I guarantee you, sooner or later they're gonna put a protective fence up there. It's coming. They're
Oh
gonna put
hell
a
yeah!
fence up there. It's coming. You know what I mean? Because now, like you know what I'm saying, you're right. It could be. It could be. It could be. It basically is a wrongful death. It was an accident at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, if you think if it was there, it wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I ain't no. All than that. I mean, all I just want them to just give them peace. They deserve that. I mean, that family been going. They've been going. That's sad. They're probably not sleeping or it's a lot. Man. Mm-mm. That's hard. When your baby, that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would never
Yep.
think of some. You would never think of that happening. You would never think of that happening. I mean, and what I mean by that, I mean kids do a lot of stuff, but you would never think that will happen. You know what I mean? But like I said,
Right.
everything's possible. Everything's possible. You know, but kids is. I ain't what I'm saying is kids like to climb, they like to do things. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't think that he thought he was doing anything wrong. He was playing. To him, he was playing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? To him, he was playing. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it happened. It's just sad that it did. You know what I mean? Because it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to dissolve that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I just hope that, I just hope that when they do, when they do drain, when they do drain the water and all that, they'll find them and they'll give them a proper burial, because we already know. I mean, yeah, he didn't survive that. Not after close to 2 weeks in
I
that
know.
water.
Well, I'll put it to you. If they do, and they do a funeral, that's gonna be a big funeral, and
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna
that's
be
gonna
a
have to
big
be
funeral
held.
because
That's gonna have to be
they,
held
they probably need to
probably
have
at
it on the bridge. They probably need to have it. They probably need to have it on the bridge. That way, everybody can go and they can attend, because it is not gonna be no big enough place here that be able to hold that, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be people coming from miles, because it's all over
yeah, this is
social
a
media,
serious,
it's all over
this is a serious
Facebook,
tragedy.
it's all over
This is
TikTok,
serious tragedy, man.
and they need to hold it on the bridge. That's what they need to do. They need to get those red balloons, like I've seen. They got the whole bridge on the other side where he fell. Nothing but packed up with balloons and all of that, teddy bears and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
need to have that. They need to have that on the bridge alongside of, that's what they need to do. That's what they need.
Yeah.
I think they are going to do it, because if I
Regardless,
know
however
that
it goes,
the mayor is very much involved. So if anything, he probably going to be the one that puts all of this together.
truthfully, with whatever way it goes, I figure the family might have something private because it's that's internal. You know what I mean? But I mean, as a community, they might go up to the bridge and do candlelight, or sit out balloons or whatever. You know what I mean? That's
I'm
you
pretty
know what I'm saying. That's
sure.
probably how they did it. Yeah, they're gonna do it. It's gonna get done if it hasn't already. But I'm just saying. I mean, I know they
No,
were
it
out
hasn't got
there.
done, because I'm pretty sure if it did, I know I would have heard about it, especially on the news. They would have said something about it, and they would have said the time, the date, and all of that stuff. I did not hear anything else about it. So, but I'll definitely be trying to, keep an eye out just in case, because you just never know.
Well, I can tell you that if it do happen, that's gonna be a shutdown. That's gonna be shut down for a while if they do that. That
Oh
it's
yeah.
gonna be mad people. So
Oh
and
yeah.
I mean they're showing love, and for our people to come to grab for that, that shows you that that's love. I know it's a tragedy, but if for a community to come together to show love like that, I mean you gotta stand up and give that's proudness. That's telling you that regardless of what we go through, we can come together and help anybody. You know what I mean? That's something to say something about our culture. That's all. That's all. But shoot, farther than that, it is. So
Yeah,
what else
you're
you was talking
right.
about? You know what I mean?
So
What else you was talking
basically,
about
I mean,
tonight?
basically I was just kind of talking about, what was going on down these, what I'm thinking was going on down these YouTube streets and stuff. And then then I had one subscriber, Mac Ash. Um she changed her name to Pastor Nine. So she's now a pastor. But anyway, shout out to her, you know, for coming over and showing me support and all of that stuff. So basically that was it. Just kind of chopping it up and just kind of just, you know, just seeing what's going on and everything. So anyway, yeah, so you got anything you want to say before we cut up out of here? Because I see ain't nobody really coming on, and that's okay. I guess it's a lot of
I
stuff
just
going
say
on. So.
if majority probably watching the game, but if not, let them know that, you know, just to give them a shout out, let them know Oklahoma City just tied up the series against Indiana. I mean, this gonna be a strong series. It's going 7 because both of these teams they built the same. So it is what it is right there. Farther than that, you know what I'm saying. Just say give a
Okay.
shout out to everybody. Just say hi, whatever. You know what I mean to all your YouTube people that come up all the time. You know, mad love. You know what I'm saying. You know, give her a shot. Give Miss Brown a shout out for her CD and her rapping thing because she's very talented. She's very talented. You know what I'm saying. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I don't know what new thing she got going, but
that little tidbit thing I put up today and shit, because I just freestyling and I'm wilding and stuff. Anybody that know me, they know they know Miss Brown just be wilding and shit like that. It's on my short, so if y'all want to take a look, if y'all want to go take a look at my short one that I put up today, it's called "I Don't Fuck with No Broke Ass Niggas." Y'all go check it out and shit. Just remember, it's just a freestyle. It's fun. It's crazy. And, that's just what I do. I do a lot of crazy fun shit with my channel. So don't take it personal. I don't have no beef with nobody. I love everybody. And that's just what it is. I just like to have fun. So, Mr. Snowden, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for hanging out with me and everything. So, y'all hold on. I'm going to get some music to take us up out of her. Hold on.
You know what? Don't share that. It might embarrass you. It'd be such a fun flight. Pizza Hut is about to hook you up with more of what you love. If you order any pizza, we'll hook you up with a free pizza later. You're a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. But I'll make you good. You're not good. You just know how to play. Lie. Me, I don't have that. Me, I always tell you. Even when I so say good night to the bad guy. Okay. You need to stop. Okay. You need to stop. Day, you need to stop. Day, you need to stop. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again.
All right, everybody. All right, that is the end of our show. That is the end of our show. I want to thank my advisor kings, advisor queens, advisor honeys, and my advisor princess. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I hope y'all was tuning in. You know, I know it's probably a lot of things going on tonight, but hey, I did come in. I did come in for a little while and try to chop it up with y'all and everything. So I want to thank my guests. I want to thank Mr. Snowden. Y'all already know Mr. Snowden's been here, you know, ample of times and stuff supporting me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And also y'all know Mac Ash, she's back on the scene now. A little. She's dipping and dabbing. I ain't even gonna say she's totally back, but she's dipping and dabbing. So thank you. And Dragon, wherever your ass at, thank you for, you know, you didn't come up, but that's all right. I know you somewhere in the building. May not be at my house. You might be down the street at somebody else's house. But anyway, thank you for at least coming by, saying hi, hitting that like button, and I guess you just kept it moving, but that's okay. So listen, y'all. Remember what I said for these young girls. You know, invest in one of those straps for your kids and stuff. Keep your kids safe, keep your pets safe, and all of that. Y'all, I remember, go back and look at the video, what I was talking about. I'm hoping that y'all was able to hear, because when I went back and I checked my volume and shit, I noticed that it was off. So I'm hoping that all the stuff that I was saying tonight, y'all heard me. Well, I think y'all did. I think y'all did hear me and stuff, because I was communicating with Pastor, and she was able to hear me. So, or at least see, you know, what I was saying anyway. So anyway, y'all keep y'all notifications on. Please subscribe to my channel. You know, I've been begging and asking to try to get me to 2K, but if it happens, it happens. But you know, I thought I was climbing for a minute, but then I don't know, maybe because I wasn't on for a few, you know, a weekend or whatever. People might have gotten their feelings and like, I'm gonna unsubscribe to Miss Brown because she's not coming on. No, I'm gonna be here. I'll be her. Now put your little your subscriber thing back, and let's just keep it moving. I'm her. I ain't going nowhere. All right, y'all. I love her. Just remember, man, when we talk about these YouTube streets, let's just keep it YouTube. Don't bring your mama in there. Don't bring your kids in there. Don't bring this and that in there. You know what I mean? And I know how some people get in their feelings and be like, oh, bitch, you called this on me. Now I'm going to expose you on something like that. But hey, it's all nothing but views on YouTube. It's all about getting your channel and shit like that. But those are the channels, I'm telling you. Just watch. Sit back and watch what's going to happen. Only thing they're going to do is they're going to cancel out each other eventually. You're going to turn on YouTube and you ain't going to see a lot of these channels. A lot of these channels are going to fade the fuck out, or they're going to have so many strikes that they can't even go live no more. And you're going to see, you're going to be going down these YouTube streets and be like, damn, That person ain't live no more. Shit, they got their channel taken. Damn, that channel ain't live. No, they got their channel taken. That channel is gone because they got their channel taken because they came out in these dog ass streets and started dancing with the devil. Mm-hmm. And it's fucked up because the ones that took their channel or the ones that struck their channel was the one that used to break bread with them on the panel. You got to watch out for them dog ass bitches because they out there. They're out there in the streets and they looking to see what you're doing. They're looking to see what you're doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, they don't want to see you. They don't want to see you win. You know, they want to see you fall. Because when you fall, they're gonna come right behind you. They're gonna come right behind you. They know exactly. Never befriend nobody up on YouTube because just remember, everybody's up here for one thing and one reason only, and that's to get their channel popping. They give two shits about a friend. They give two shits about sharing. They give two shits about caring. The only thing they care about is getting their shit going and popping and getting some bread on the table and shit. Because if they see you eating shrimps and steak and going on vacations and this and that, they want to do the same thing. And however they got to do it. If they got to eat off of you, right off your coat, your pussy, your dick, whatever, that's what they going to do. And I'm here to tell you the truth. All right, Mr. Snowden, I'm up out of here. Just, hang out with me next week and shit. So listen, y'all keep your notifications on because you never know when the bitch might be back. All right, I love y'all. All right, tune in hopefully next Friday for Freaknik. All right, love y'all. Okay, good night.